Twitch chat. I think we should start from the bottom up. Let's go to the Reddit and let's start off with people's predictions and the percentages, and if I agree with them. Come on, guys. Alright, first off, we have Semper Esports versus Fury Esports. The people are voting 54.33% Fury Esports. I do agree with that. I have also voted for Fury Esports, for Furia. I think this is going to be one of the closer matchups of tomorrow. One of the 3 out of 8 matchups I think is going to be fairly close. The other ones just might be blowouts, or games might be close, but the series score just might not. Fury Esports, I definitely agree with this one. Semper, if Archie's not playing well. Oh, but I mean, Cassio, he does have LAN experience. He was on Triple Trouble, and then he went to another team. I forgot which team he went to. Went to Season 8 LAN and Season 7 LAN. So, big for Semper. If Semper turns out to win this one, they just might be on track to possibly making a top 8, but I don't know. Here we go. I mean, this is one of the more one-sided predictions. I do agree. Team Envy, there is... from the brackets, I have ran and the history between Oceania number 1 and North America lower seeds, and previous history and recency bias in Oceania, and collide and scrimmages as well that we've been looking at through Johnny Boy's streams and Lawler, or not Lawler, he does VODs, but a lot of other people's streams, including CJ. I feel like there's under a 18% chance for Ground Zero Gaming to pull off the upset because Envy is way too strong, and I definitely agree with this pick. Turbo Post, #TurboLand. This is gonna be. I feel like this is probably gonna be one of the three closer matches. I do not think it's gonna be very one-sided. It's going to be very, very close. I do think BDS will come out with the win, though. Complexity are going to give BDS a run for their money, but throughout recency bias, I did the same thing with the calculations and everything I just did with Envy. The bracket runs, the history between South America seeds versus European seeds, North American seeds versus European seeds. I do feel like Complexity has over a 34% chance of beating Team BDS. So this is going to be very close. Alright, I chose Vitality. I think everyone knows that I chose Vitality here. 69, basically 70% in favor of Vitality. FaZe Clan, if Vitality are slumping, FaZe Clan are going to sweep Vitality. But if Vitality are their LAN selves, K-Dop is his LAN self, Fairy Peak is doing what he's supposed to do, and Alpha 54 is peaking and popping off, and Fairy Peak is being that teammate enabler utilization key that he usually is when he is peaking. This Vitality team is going to be one of the best teams in the whole international LAN major. G2 Esports, Sandra Gaming. Okay, so this is the third closest. Okay, this is the second closest, maybe the third closest. But the rest are going to be kind of iffy. G2 Esports, Sandra Gaming. Sandra Gaming have a 12% chance of beating G2 Esports. There's not a lot to base this off of. The only really cross-regional can base this off of maybe Sandra Gaming playing Canadian teams or Canadian 2v2s back in a year ago, or even winning or coming second place in a tournament that Singularity won. I mean, this is going to be a fairly close matchup. I don't expect to see G2 run away with it, but I do think G2 are going to win. They're coming off a hot streak, off of making 2 grand finals in a row in North America, and winning the last one in Regional 3, so they still have that fire with them, and I do think G2 are going to win, but I believe this is going to be a close match. Next, we have the most one-sided prediction we have probably seen in all of RLCS international history. One-sided prediction as in there is 2% of the people, all of the people are going with Tokyo Verdi to win against Dignitas. Everyone else is like, no. Tokyo Verdi have a 7% chance of beating G2. And again, that's not a lot to go off of because this is a new. I mean, realize he's been to DreamHack Montreal, I think it is. There is not a lot of history to base the brackets off of for these new regions, so we really do not know what to expect. But oh boy, Dignitas, just chill out, man, chill out. All right. We have also one of the other one-sided ones. We have Endpoint and Renegades. I chose Endpoint. Endpoint 2 regionals winning. In their own region, I think that they will dominate, but we don't know how Seiko's going to be online. We know we have Metzenaris, Metzenaris, like, absolute, not really dynasty, but he was one of the top 4 teams in Europe from season 3, 4, and 5. So he is a veteran. He is a land. Somehow, when people think his career is finally over, he comes back and somehow is the top of Europe again, and that is what he does here. Endpoint CEX take this one against the Renegades, but I expect CJ to make this one close. Alright, another one and our last one, NRG versus Era Eternity. The general NRG come out and win this one. There's not a lot to say. Season 8 world champions, that is your history. NRG making every single LAN since season 2. Garrett G making every single LAN since season 1. Every single world championship since season 1. So that is what we're going to go base off of. And by the way, the number 1 seed from North America, the most dominant seed from North America, the most dominant team from North America. Yeah, sorry, Space Station fans. Yeah, no, Space Station fans in my chat. No. You guys are not the most dominant team anymore. You guys cannot claim that you're the most dominant team anymore. Not for now, at least, because you guys didn't even make top 5. You got taken out by Complexity Gaming. Shad absolutely took you guys out. Please do not act like you guys are one of the best teams in the world, because it did not look like it in the past 2 regionals.